Hello, I'm Sam Gallimore, a Halo speedrunner, and I'm going to be playing the first level of Halo Combat Evolved without any speedrunning strats.
And I'm Mrs. Gallimore, and I will be watching the regular version for the first time ever.
Yep, we have previously gone through like the first 7 levels, watching me speedrun and you react to it.
Yeah.
And it got to be a little too much information too quick because it's speedrunning. There's not a lot of time to talk about what's going on.
And having never watched any of this ever at all, ever, I was having trouble following.
So, we're backing up and we're playing the first one regular like. There are not even any speedrunning strats. We're actually going to watch the cutscene. So
Strats, my goodness, you're into the lingo, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Kids be using all the fancy words.
My goodness.
So, yeah. And as you can see, this is the big spaceship we're on. Got our little support fighter craft. And you're going to hear about a little bit how we got here.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Like what in the world people are doing here at this Halo ring.
Mm-hmm.
Which I now know is a Halo ring and not some random word that was chosen because reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what the captain looks like. I doubt we have gotten a good look at him so far.
Oh, is this the guy that you end up saving way too many times?
Yeah. Yeah, we were counting. I think it's 3 separate levels. Your objective is to save the captain in one stripe or another. Yeah. And this is what he looks like when he's not captured by aliens in one form or another.
Yeah.
And if you can't tell from the narration, we have just run away from a battle, and the aliens followed us.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are now horribly outnumbered. I think at some point they say how many ships there are. But it's something on the order of 10 to 1. You can see lots of enemy ships, one of us.
Oh, I didn't actually get a good look at the screen.
No. Okay.
It's fine. I have you to tell me what's going on. Right?
This is true. Now you see everybody getting ready, and oh, you're actually going to hear Sergeant Johnson.
Who in the world is it? Have I heard about this person before?
He's one of the Marines I killed on the next level.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he shows up in a lot of the games. He is. They got a comedian to play him, and I didn't know this because he's funny, but he also sounds like very gruff. And he has a speech you're going to hear in a second. As we're looking at all the various vehicles and stuff. Yeah, there he is, Sergeant Johnson. And he gives a speech which is different on every difficulty setting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this legendary one is my favorite.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I will just be quiet for a minute to let you hear the sergeant speak, out of respect.
Giant hula hoop, we're not gonna let them have it. What we will let them have is a belly full of lead and a pool of their own blood to drown in. Am I right, Marines? Sir, yes, sir. I am. Now move it out. Double time.
Attention all personnel. We are re-engaging the enemy. External and internal.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That was pretty well written. Well written, well delivered.
Let him have it.
Okay, what's hilarious is you know exactly what he says, and you're not even listening to what he says right now. Like, I am listening to what he's saying on headphones, and to you, this is completely silent.
Yeah. Yeah, we're still working on our sound setup, but yeah, I have heard this thing so many times, it's not even funny.
Oh,
I could
goodness.
probably quote you. We're trying to avoid swearing, although I guess you just heard him swear in the video. But, like, yeah, could probably otherwise quote the speech verbatim, I think.
Oh my goodness. You're really into this.
I've read the books that came out of this.
There are books?
There
What?
are books. There's books that almost no one who wasn't the age to play these video games has played. And now this is how it actually starts.
Oh.
We were supposed to be following this guy. We weren't just running off on our own.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And he died. It wasn't us. It wasn't us this time.
Okay. So that's how the thing is supposed to start, is you followed. Oh, in the speedrun, did you turn and run the other direction?
Yeah, I turned immediately. He didn't even get a chance to get out of the room. I ran out ahead of him and then immediately went to the left.
Oh, where you knew the door was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
Yeah.
on top of like not speedrunning this, I'm like taking a second to like look around, hear the dialogue. We were supposed to follow this guy in the speedrun. You just jump over his head. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like, come on, let me show you where the bridge is. And you're just like, whoop, over his head. And
right, because if you already know where the bridge is, why are you following the guy to the bridge? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And especially if he's going to go slower than you want to when you're speedrunning.
Mm-hmm.
This makes sense.
Yeah.
But for someone who's new to the game and doesn't know where anything is, and
it just looks like, oh, you're running. Okay, sure.
Yeah. They were actually nice to you and actually like let someone showed you where to go to the thingy.
Mm-hmm.
And there's another cutscene?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
There's like 3 cutscenes in this level. And now you get to meet Cortana.
Who in the world is Cortana?
She is an artificial intelligence.
Oh, you've mentioned it. I didn't realize there was like a physical form.
Yeah, I think it's like a holo projection or something.
Interesting. Or like a picture to look at.
Yes.
No idea.
Most of the game, this is one of the only times you're actually going to see her physical like this. I guess actually it shows up a reasonable amount. But yeah, most of the time she's like a voice in your head, basically.
Interesting. So how do you manage to skip the cutscene in the other one?
You hit space.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So you don't have to listen to all of this backstory,
yep.
lore, whatever else.
Talking about we're getting real roughed up here out in space. We're going to land on the ring and take our chances down there. And you, as the super soldier on the ship, are going to be escorting Cortana off the ship because she's the ship AI. She's kind of a lot of information we don't want the aliens to have.
Yeah.
So
they give the AI to the super soldier.
Yep, to take her down, as he's about to tell you in a second.
Also, even though we heard the physical form just went away, but that was very strange how where they chose to have the lines go for all the code running through the picture.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Looks a little bit weird.
Yeah.
It's probably supposed to.
I get that they're kind of following the muscle groups, but why are some of the muscle groups white? And I don't know, it's weird.
No. Generally speaking, the answer to a lot of questions in Halo is because it looks cool. If you play through more and more games, you're going to be like, wait a minute, that's inconsistent with this thing that happened, and how did they suddenly learn how to teleport a giant spaceship thingy? And that's the chip that goes in your head. And
you put it into your head. Oh my goodness.
So now Cortana's in our head.
Do you put it in your head or just into your helmet?
Just into your helmet. You've got
that's a lot less creepy. I'm okay with it.
There's some biomechanic stuff with your suit is wired into your brain a little.
What? That's so weird.
It's not as wacky as it gets in some sci-fi universes. There's some sort of interface between your brain and the suit, and she sits really close to that.
Interesting.
Yeah. And you have a pistol at this point. When you do the speedrun, you run out so quick the game doesn't have time to spawn your pistol.
Oh, so you have to steal a gun?
Yep. And we just ran to the right. We didn't even see these guys, basically.
Oh, really?
And now I'm having to actually fight some bad guys. This is some nonsense. All first take, by the way. So you're gonna see me die a couple times.
Oh, okay.
I was we're gonna give
a full experience here.
Yeah. What would this level be like?
Not looking for clean but full, but just here we go. We're diving in.
Normal Halo Legendary experience. So you have a frame of reference. So we're actually throwing grenades, trying to...
Unpracticed. Whatever.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
What were you looking around for there?
Pistol.
Oh. You needed a new one?
I don't think I picked one up. So what I was shooting earlier was the rifle. So there's a plasma pistol and a plasma rifle. The plasma pistol is better because you can charge it up, and if you hit one of the big guys, it takes off their shield, and you can then shoot him in the head. So you can essentially kill him in 2 shots if you have both the pistols.
Yeah.
As opposed to a lot of
shots. I
thought
one was a pistol and one was a rifle.
Yeah, you can't charge up the rifle.
Okay, but do they both look like pistols, or does one look like a rifle?
They look pretty similar. Neither of them really looks like a rifle in my head.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know what a rifle looks like to some degree. It's not like I'm super familiar with, sci-fi weaponry, but...
And this one, you just ran all the way past, and you actually got to get a good look on the ground of one of those things that supercharges your shields.
Oh.
There.
Well, I definitely missed that. But... So maybe if you point one out, next time you'll see one
Okay.
as it's happening.
Yeah, normally with this, you just jump over the barrier pretty much and run past these guys a bit. So now we're actually going to take our time and throw some grenades out.
Actually clear the area.
Yeah. And those guys won't even spawn if you go through here fast enough without killing too many people.
Oh, really?
Yep.
They're like, oh, there's still plenty of bad guys. We're not going to spawn anymore.
There's a lot of things in this game where they'll like look to see. It's a very common thing for the game to look and see how many bad guys are still alive. And when that number gets low enough, give you more to like keep the tension up.
Oh.
Like you thought you were done. No, here's 5 or 6 more.
So you do have 2 different guns?
No, I was picking some stuff off the ground looking for a new pistol.
Oh.
So if you see the green ones are the pistol, the blue ones are the rifle.
My goodness.
Yeah. I'm going to be carrying the pistol 95% of the time.
You notice a lot about this game.
I've spent a little bit of time in here.
Yeah, and I still don't know what to look for. That's okay. That's me being, a movie.
That's okay. Provides a perspective that most of the rest of us won't notice. Yeah, I forgot that, if you haven't done this a fair amount, the plasma weapons can look pretty similar.
Oh. It's okay. I struggle with using any kind of controls for a video game and, like, definitely spend more time dead than alive, so.
Yeah, that's okay. Alright, yeah. This is another section that we would just, like, throw a couple grenades and then just run straight through.
Run.
Those are the extra shield thingies.
Yeah.
So run over, a screen, like, blinks a little. And right now I'm looking for another plasma pistol, I think. Or maybe more grenades? I'm looking for weapons. Yeah. Changed out my plasma pistol.
Goodness.
So,
This is a different gun.
Yeah, this is the regular pistol.
Right, not the plasma.
Yeah. This can shoot bad guys in the head. This is a small cheat. Like, that is where you throw the grenade in the speedrun. So I was like, but I'd probably...
You know where to do the things to get the most out of it.
Yeah, so I do that a couple of times where I'm like, this is just a really efficient way to take out all the guys.
That's fine.
I missed that shot up close. That's okay. I also have a penchant for punching things a lot. It's really not one of the best ways to take guys out because you're this close and they can do a lot of damage to you. And here I'm checking to see if there's other bad guys I missed since we're going for like...
Full experience.
Yeah, because I think most people when they play the game will clear all the areas of all the bad guys before moving on.
Oh, do they?
I think that's the normal thing to do. I mean, people can comment if they have different experiences, but...
Yeah?
Normally...
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. Well, there are a few areas where, like, that one of those first... It's actually pretty early on where I got the first extra shields, where you could pretty easily just run past that and not fight anybody. But clearly not that many people do that when playing the games, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to have a section like that. And now you're seeing more actual true-to-life, missing shots up close, getting a little flustered. My shield's gone, my health's in the red.
Oh.
Trying to clear out the guys when the speed run, walk up the stairs, jump, you're through.
Oh my goodness. And you just run past them and they don't follow you.
Yeah, and like 95, 98% of the time, you won't get killed. Like,
Gotcha.
It doesn't even take that much practice, really. The next section after this is tricky in the speed run, but this one, nope, you just
run past them.
You just basically run past them.
Gotcha.
And my ammo is almost out, so I am now, this is the rifle. So now I'm trying to use
yeah, that looks less like a pistol.
Yep, and I think we're about to see our first death. Yeah, bit bigger.
Oh yeah, your shield's gone, your health is teeny bitty.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, plasma pistol, really could use a plasma pistol.
Hey, you found one. Yeah. Is it that good of a gun that you're like, yes?
Oh yeah, this is the default strategy in pretty much all Halo. Well, most of them. The newer ones, not so much.
Oh, yep, you died.
Yep, and now I'm actually have to think about my strategy a little bit.
Oh, I didn't have to mourn your death for very long. Okay.
No, you respawn pretty quick.
Okay. No, kill cam. I guess, is it kill cam only in multiplayer where people are fighting each other.
Yeah. I don't think there's any single player campaigns where they were like show you how the bad guys killed you.
Right.
Yeah. And now I'm trying to shoot him in the head because I took out his shield and I'm just failing miserably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's weird. There's such a muscle memory to speedrunning that even simple things like being able to hit bad guys in the head, you still have the muscle memory for he spawns here, he reacts like this, so if I pop out and do these things, I can land that every time.
Oh my goodness.
I've seen even
Oh, and there's another one.
There's another one. I think I die 3 times here.
Oh.
Yeah. One of the hardest, if not the hardest, parts of combat in the level if you're doing it the normal way.
Right.
So, but yeah, I've seen even like pro speedrunners, like top 10 people who like make guides and stuff.
Yeah.
If they get out of the normal path.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a grenade right there.
Oh. Is that why you exploded into the air?
Yep, I went from very fine to flying through the air dead real quick. Yeah, but even really good people, if they get off of the route, will oftentimes struggle a lot like normal people will. Because a lot of speedrunning is just...
That's not the part they've practiced.
Yep. So, this, I would imagine this is probably better than how your average player would do. Because it's full of power.
Oh, you charge, that's the overcharge bit.
That's what it looks like when it's overcharged. See? And then I'm going to shoot that bolt out. Well, if I shot that bolt out. But I'm probably going to see me do that again.
Okay. Okay. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, I think
There's
we're down
lots
to
of
just
bad guys. Why are there so many bad guys? Did they spawn more bad guys because you killed so many bad guys?
They did. I think it might be on a timer. It might not be linked to killing in this particular thing, but yeah, probably. There was like, I think there's 2 of the big blue ones and 2 of the small guys on the upper floor. But I think as soon as you kill the first one, don't quote me on this, people watching this video, but I think as soon as you kill the first one, there's like that door over there opens up.
Oh.
And more guys spawn, and I think also a door opens up top here. So like the number of bad guys like doubles. And I think now we're down to just 2.
Opportunity to say bad guys a preposterous number of times.
Did I?
Yeah.
What did I say?
You just used pronouns instead.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. They're bad guys. They're very, very bad guys.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm doing probably something that looks very familiar to a lot of people as the like strategy of last resolve, which is the overcharge the pistol, pop out of cover for half a second to shoot the guy, and then try to get him in. Yeah, and pop back in as soon as things look hairy. There we go. There we go. That's what we're trying to do.
Did you get them all?
Finally got them all. I swear I know what I'm doing.
Okay. I believe you.
Yeah. This is very similar to the speedrunning strategy where you throw the grenade and they get distracted and look at it. Here I'm throwing the grenade and I'm sticking a guy.
What is sticking a guy?
What
is that?
Alien plasma grenades, the blue glowy things, those can stick to bad guys. And almost all bad guys will die if they get stuck with it when it explodes, but it'll also take out people nearby. And this speed, you can almost just run through in the speed run if you throw the grenade in the right spot, but I'm intentionally not. So this I'm doing again. I'm like trying to stick people. Pretty good at clearing those guys out. This next section was...
Oh, oof. And there he is again.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It turns out, hardest difficulty, kinda hard.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think it's 10% of people who own the game have beat it on the hardest setting, and like I think it's close to half for normal. So this is like a 1 in 5 people will put themselves through beating it on the hardest setting.
Okay.
Being a little more cautious now. This is like so against instincts. The like normally just like take him out as quick as you can.
Right. Oh, there you go.
And I think this time... No, I didn't get the quicker checkpoint.
Oh.
So, this is much more normally what this experience is going to be like. Especially if you're playing on Legendary. Like, you're going to go through and you're going to take some deaths.
Yeah.
It's just going to happen. Probably in these similar locations.
Oh yeah. There's a lot more fighting.
Yeah.
I say I do appreciate all of the running through that you get to do in speedrunning.
Yeah.
You don't get bogged down in shooting lots of people.
Yeah. Goes like, are you like a little impatient now? Like, why is this taking so long?
Yeah, a little bit. Like, it's taking so long. What's wrong? And you're like, no, it's just normal.
No, this is what this is normally like.
Yeah. This is normal, not just, running past everything possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I say we like I have anything to do with this.
Well, that's that whole Mary thing, is the line between you and the other person gets a little blurred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did a thing.
Yes.
We did.
Yay! And in this part, I'm like, oh, wait. Normally, if you're playing through here, you wouldn't know that's where you're going. So I'm waiting for the game to, like, tell me to go there, which is what it normally happens.
Rather than just knowing where to go.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to take, like, a longer route than I normally would.
Oh. These all look the same. Is this supposed to be a maze?
A little bit. Not much. Normally for the speedrun, you go back that way to the left and it's quicker. Now we're going to take the long way around.
Oh, why is that?
Normal playthrough. You're getting the normal experience of what this level is like.
You mean you can't, like, accidentally bumble in?
You could go that way.
Door and go that way normally?
So, I think on lower difficulty settings it's locked, and it makes you go this way. This is, like, the way the developers mean for you to go. And also, it helps you take out the bad guys a little better. They're spawned up that way. If you come out the door, you're, like, right in the middle of all of them.
Oh, I see.
So, you kind of get roasted. This way, you can, like, kind of sneak up on them a little bit, and they're, like, in front of you instead of all around you.
Gotcha.
So it's a little bit more strategic. And it's from what I remember before I did speedrunning, I think it's how I normally played the level.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Whereas normally you'd, like, run out of a door right there and right into there, and you wouldn't even see most of these guys.
Oh, really? They just wouldn't spawn?
They'd spawn, but you're just running right through them.
Oh, interesting.
It actually took them a while to figure that out, and that's where we woke up.
Oh.
There's a...
Yikes.
Alien strike force came to get us.
Oh, my.
So
we're still on our ship?
We're still on our ship.
Oh.
Whole level's on our ship.
I guess I didn't remember that part.
We do spend a lot more time on the... I guess it's about the same amount of time on the alien ship. Maybe a bit longer. But yeah. It was sufficiently hard to run through that group of enemies, and it's one of the spots you're most likely to die on the speedrun, that it actually took them several years of running before they figured out, oh, you can just run through here. You won't just die immediately.
Oh, interesting. This spot right now?
The spot a little before us.
Oh, okay.
We're also gonna
Hey,
take...
surprise!
Hi!
Hey, surprise, bad guys.
Wouldn't normally see him. We just normally book it this way. Yeah. Because as you can see, he's like surprised, so you don't have to shoot him. You can just keep running. Normally, going left is shorter, but like there's all these exciting bad guys in front of us.
Right. Obviously, you're gonna go pursue the bad guys.
Uh-huh. Hey, we got guys on our side.
Hey.
Yeah, we're almost wrapped up. Yeah.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yeah. Normally we'd pop out of a door right there, and we wouldn't even see that fight.
Okay.
Just run through these guys, and you can skip this fight by just running into another door right there.
Oh, interesting.
So we're actually gonna see if we can make this work. Oh!
No?
You see that I threw a bunch of grenades in there, and one of them stuck the little guys, and he got blown towards me while he had a grenade stuck to him.
Oh, no.
So, ran backwards because I was like, oh, nope, 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 nope.
Don't get blown to bits.
Don't get blown to bits. And you pop out right there.
Yeah.
And you just... This is pretty much how the speedrun would go, actually. Just throw a million grenades. Because there's like a bunch of grenades spawn here.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're out. And you actually get to see the ending cutscene. I think just the cutscene times are longer than even my not top speedrunner time for this.
Goodness.
There's like 6 minutes of cutscenes.
Yeah, that's a lot of cutscenes.
Yeah. And now...
Oh, and now you get the closure. You get the, like, decompress time.
Uh-huh. We've gotten through the action. Now we get to...
Now you get to relax and watch a cutscene.
Uh-huh. Get to see the Master Chief, the soldier we are, comforting to his fellow soldiers as our life pod, tiny little life pod, floats towards this giant ring. And we're gonna get to see... Oh, there's our ship in all its on-fire glory, plummeting towards the Earth.
That's why it looks like you're moving backwards, because it is...
It going faster than we are.
Yeah.
Sure you wouldn't rather take a seat?
We'll be fine.
They give you a very epic voice.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, I want, like, so many books with that voice.
Oh my goodness.
If I can ever get AI voices working with that in a legal fashion, totally want that. 17 and a half minutes.
Oh.
So, not too bad. I think you get an achievement if you beat it in 10.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. Probably 20, 25, I guess, is what a normal
That seems
person
like
would
10
do.
minutes you would have to just be, like, perfect at all the combat.
That's... Well...
Or, like know the
pretty equal
hacks.
parts. Yeah, you'd pretty much have to know the speedrun strats to get much faster than 10. But yeah, pretty much like perfect at the combat / run past a few things that are easy to run past.
Is that what they intend you to do to get that achievement?
Yeah.
Rather than skipping a bunch of the parts?
Yeah, well, I think there was a now top 10 speedrunner who went through the game without doing any of the speedrun strats. Although... You know, probably, I think still did some of the, like, we're going to just get to run past this, okay?
Yeah.
And I think he beat the whole thing in 2.5 hours.
That seems really fast.
It is pretty fast. And the achievement is for 3.
Oh, whoa.
So, like,
okay.
you went through this game really, really fast. The number of people who have that achievement is the same number of people who have it on Lasso.
Oh, wow.
So it's rather difficult, and you do have to be
these are
like
the committed Halo fans.
Mm-hmm. I got them without knowing the speedrunning strats, and it's doable. It is rather difficult.
Yeah, I guess you would also fall into that category of you've also done the lasso bets.
Yeah, I have tortured myself every way you can with this game.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we'll see if we'll do more of these. We'll do more speedrunning, but
yeah, there'll definitely be more commentating speedrunning.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
All right, bye.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe.
And if you really liked it, please consider supporting our Amazon page and other links in the description.